and welcome to Supreme TV. So I missed you guys. one Wednesday kaming wala, but we're back and we're excited because this month is our Mother's Day special month. So for this whole month of May, we have every episode a special mothers that we will be featuring here in Supreme TV, Confessions of a Business Owner. So of course, my name is Janae Rabe. I'm the founder and CEO of Aja Deliveries, a delivery concierge service. So I know that we talk about a lot business, puro business ang pinag-uusapan natin. But sabi ko nga, this month of May, it's all about our mothers in relation to business as well. So we will hear the wonderful stories of two wonderful women, which actually I look up to them. I call them my titas. Because I really learn a lot from them as well. So, hindi ko na patatagalin pa because I am sure kulang ang 1 hour dahil malaman na malaman ang ating usapan sa gabing ito. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on stage our two wonderful mothers, of course, representing USANA, Tita Sally Carpos.
Hi! Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Hello. Welcome to Aja. Welcome to Supreme TV.
Okay. Good evening, Tita Sally. And of course, our other wonderful mother, equally full of wisdom. Let's call in Miss Susan Lara of Joy in a Bottle.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hi, Tita Sally. Hi, Miss Janae. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hi. Miss Susan, adjust natin ko na yung camera para we can see your beauty. Yes.
There?
There.
There.
There, perfect. Ayan. Okay, so to all of our viewers, if you haven't met these two wonderful ladies, they have been guests to Supreme TV already. But tonight, can you guys introduce your businesses once again? And sige, business muna. And then after that, I'll ask about your family. Go ahead.
Tita Sally?
Okay, I'll start. I'm Sally Corpus, and I'm one of the gold directors of USANA Philippines. I have been full-time in this business since 2015. So that's basically 8 years already.
Wow, and 8 years.
Make everybody happy and healthy and build your immune system, and that's it. So anyway.
Yes. USANA. Yes, kailangan natin yung USANA para tayo po ay maging healthy and happy. Speaking of happy, diba? Joy in a Bottle really brings happiness.
Galing nga. Galing na. Galing na segue mo.
Susan.
Hi. My name is Susan Lara, and I am a distributor of Joy in a Bottle essential oils. It's a locally manufactured line of essential oils. And I've been doing this it's a business that came to me during the pandemic. So I've been doing this for about half a year, a little bit more than half a year. And it's so much fun to share the joy in a bottle because it's a very, very high quality, high grade essential oil, and it's locally produced. So we're helping a lot of the farmers, the local workers. So which is also part of my advocacy in joining Joy in a Bottle. So there.
Okay, so dahil ang episode natin is of course the Mother's Day special, I want to give you both this opportunity to talk about your family. So I want to find out syempre, ibig sabihin, you have a husband and then you have children. So it's your crowning glory, I'm sure, di ba? Yung mga moms who are proud of their children. So can you guys tell us about your family first? Let us start with Tita Sally.
Okay. I've been married for the past 43 years already.
Wow, 43 years! Malapit na mag-golden.
Oo nga. Anyway, I got married to my elementary classmate. And hindi kami magkaklase nung high school, pero he became my boyfriend when we were already in college. So he is a geologist, a UP graduate, and he worked before. He was a scholar of the Bureau of Mines, and then he served his work with Bureau of Mines for about 8 years, and then he transferred to Philex Mining, transferred to Anglo American Mining Corporation, and then lastly he was in Merdeka. That's a mining company in Indonesia. And he just retired because of the pandemic. Supposed to be December pa, pero syempre, hindi na pwedeng bumalik sa Indonesia because yung mga flight and everything, no? So, it's good. Nagkukulitan na lang kami, ganun pala yung life ng retired.
Sarap naman nun, retired.
Retired. Kaya nga retarded.
Retarded. Tita Sally, how many children do you have?
Okay, I actually had 4 kids, no?
Oh,
Pero now I have 3. So
Okay.
my eldest is Mark. I worked with Film Life before, and I got a scholarship when he was already in second year college in UP. So he moved sa California. Sinamahan ko siya, and he finished his college sa USC, University of Southern California. Until now, he has his own business already in California. He's with computers, okay? And then my second child is Casey. She is 37. She graduated hotel and restaurant management and nursing care. And she's working full-time sa akin. Kasama ko siya sa Usana business ko. And she's my frontliner. She goes out of the house, siya yung nagbabank sa akin, lahat-lahat siya nang gumagawa. And I'm
Siya ang
glad.
angel. Siya ang angel niya, Tita Sally. Okay.
And then I have my bunso. My bunso is Michelle. She is a graduate of LaSalle, pero ngayon nasa Australia siya. She is doing her masteral in hotel management sa Sydney, Southern Cross University. She is 28 years old. Lahat sila, they're not all married. And yung last ko, Joshua, I had a 5-year-old kid whom I lost in a battle to cancer. He was 5 years old. So,
wow.
Huwag niyo na akong paiyakin. Huwag niyo na akong paiyakin.
Oh, Tito. 5 years old lang. So, he only lasted for 5 years old. Okay. Well,
Yes. And he's my angel. Kaya,
yes. He's your angel. So, siya pala yung angel mo pala talaga. Okay. So, and then, all of your kids, kita nyo na. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo parang tita ko lang si Tita Sally, di ba? Mami ko na din siya. Malapit na ako sa mga edad ng mga anak ni Tita Sally. Ano yung sabi ni Tita Sally? 28? Pwede na, di ba? Pwede na ako sa 28. Okay, so, alright. So, guys, we'll learn more about their children, ha? Pero let's go to to Miss Susan. Siyempre si Miss Susan mas bata, so di pwedeng tawagin tita. Miss Susan.
Pwede na naman. I've been married for 24 years to Louis.
Wow.
He was my, we were both swimmers, so he was my teammate in college, sa varsity team. That's how we met. We have 3 children, Billy, who is 24, Anne, who is 18, and Paul, who is 16. And my kids took after us, so we're all athletes. My 2 boys are swimmers, and then my daughter is a ballerina. So yun. My oldest son is in med school. So he's in medicine right now, pursuing he's in first year, and then high school pa yung dalawa kong younger kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the med school student, talagang he really wanted to be to go for medicine.
Oh, he did. Grade 4 pa lang siya. I think when my father passed away from cancer, he wanted to be an oncologist. So yun na yung dream niya from before. And he was so specific pa with, the practice he wants plus the school he wanted. So yung undergrad niya, he was really focused to get his grades very competitive para he could go to his dream school. So
Which is?
He's in PGH, Philippine College of Medicine. So he's there, and I'm very thankful because the tuition is just so fantastic.
Yes. So, babawiin niya yan, Miss Susan, sa sa baon, sa
Well, online pa siya ngayon eh, so he's here.
online ba? Okay pa.
Although with the kids at home, yung kusina namin is just 24/7. And you know when you have a family of athletes, I mean I swear we don't stop. It's just continuous
Oh my
Yes.
feeding.
gosh, yes, yes,
Continuous.
yes, yes.
So my pantry is always
Especially yung
full.
swimmers. So,
Yeah, they eat a lot.
I was
Yeah.
in the swimming team also.
Oh, you
And
can relate, diba?
parang may day na talagang you're supposed to eat a lot. You know,
Yeah.
parang because you work so hard and then, ano ba tawag doon? Carbo loading day ba yun or something like that?
Yeah,
Na you
their
have to,
calorie consumption is pretty high. So they still train ngayon. Everything is Zoom, but continuous ang training nila. Even my daughter does her ballet sa Zoom. Yun. We actually,
wow.
my husband and I, we met on the swim team of UP, and then when we graduated, we went to the States. So we lived in the US for about 16, 18 years. So all the
Mhm.
kids were born there. But in 2006, we decided to come home to raise our kids here. So we've been living
Okay.
here for my math is since 2006. 15
Okay.
years, 16 years I've been living here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and
So,
then business lang kami, we have a rental properties plus I picked up Joy in a Bottle nga. Itong just to keep me busy. You have to be challenged and you need to be productive. Yeah. And
yes,
it's
that's
a way
right.
of giving back.
Okay, so mag-flash muna tayo ng mga pictures. Can we flash some pictures? So, ayan, we guys are getting up close and personal with our guests. Yan. So, Tita Sally, tell us about this photo.
Okay, that's me and my family. Hindi namin kasama dyan si Mark. So, yan yung husband ko. That's our
Ang
photo with...
pogi.
That's our photo with Yusana. Si Michelle yung katabi ng husband ko. Siya si Bunso. And then si Casey yung nag-stay nga sa akin.
Yeah.
That's Michelle.
Okay, so that's Michelle and Casey.
Okay, that one is Mark. That's my eldest son. Yung wala ng buhok.
Yes. And he's the one in the US.
Okay, that was a Mother's Day event last year with my mom at saka with my sister. Trinit niya yung mother ko at saka yung sister ko na Mother's Day.
Wow.
So, nakakatuwa.
Saktong-sakto.
Saktong-sakto.
Pang Mother's Day post talaga siya.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then that's my bunso, si Michelle. She's in Australia. That was taken when inihatid ko siya dun sa Australia. That was taken sa Sydney Harbor. So,
Grabe, parang ang bata-bata niyo pa dito, Tita Sally. Kailan lang to?
that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Wow. Fresh na
2 years ago.
fresh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then, how about some pictures of Miss Susan?
Oh yeah,
Tell
that's
us about
my
this-
family. That's my family. So my husband is the one carrying the camera because that's our job when we have these mga events.
Stage
on-
mama.
Yeah. On the right side in black is my son Paul. He's the youngest. So he's also a swimmer. He's 16. Tapos my girl is on the left. Obviously, she's si Anne, my ballerina. And then Billy is the one in the middle. He's a varsity swimmer for UP. And this was his final UAAP swim. And luckily luckily he podium in his last swim. So this is a happy occasion for us because when you're an athlete, you have your ups and downs. So to end on a high note, considering
Yes.
the journey to get to where he is, it was a fitting way to end his swimming career. So that's in Trace in Laguna. This was last season, ano ba yan? Season 2 years ago because there was no UAP last year. So that's who we are.
Yay. And then,
This is his graduation day. He graduated last year, and we're wearing the sablay because we're all from UP. That's how we signify our graduation. And yeah, so virtual graduation siya. And we were I don't know why we were laughing. I think we were laughing at my husband most of the time naman ganun eh. But yeah, I'm very proud of all my kids, obviously. So
yes, we can see that. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Such a touching picture. So,
Jen, if I may add, nakakatuwa kasi I guess the three of us are into swimming. Kasi ako din, swimmer. And hindi naman ako varsity, pero lumaban ako. When I was in college, I represented the College of Nursing sa swimming, sa sports fest namin. And I teach kids how to swim every summer. That's for free, actually. And my daughter is also, she's also a varsity player when she was in high school and college.
So, ang tawag po natin sa episode na to ay the swimming team episode. Sakto naman dahil summer na, feel na natin yung heat. It's really time for some swimming. Okay, so now that we've gotten to know our wonderful guests, our wonderful mothers, okay, I want to ask the question, did you intentionally want to have a business while you were raising your children? Okay, that's an important question because, of course, you guys were married, so you have spouses. So in the Philippine setup, normally it's the husband who works and then the wife doesn't have to work, diba? So normally the role is just to raise the children. So my question is, the part where you handled business, whichever part of your life that was, did you intentionally want to do business while raising a family? And if yes, why? Tita Sally.
Okay, kasi ako, I got married right after college. I graduated ng medical technologies. I really wanted to become a doctor before. Kaya lang, I got married right after college. So talagang paninindigan mo yung married life. And I got pregnant and had my child. And then eventually my husband told me, we moved to Cebu for 4 years and we had another baby. And then sabi ng husband ko, no, you don't work. Dito ka lang sa bahay, just take care of my kids. And I can support you. So syempre, ako naman, gusto ko talagang magturo. Kaya lang, sabi ko, kahit science, I can teach science sa high school kasi malapit lang yung high school. Sabi niya, no, who's going to teach your kids? Pag nagsalita yan, Bisaya, English yan. Tapos ikaw, straight yung English mo, tinuturuan mo yung mga Cebuano kids to speak proper English. No, pero, no, just be a mom. I really wanted to, I wanted to have an accomplishment din. No? Kasi syempre, mag-aral ka rin. Sabi ko, nako, patong-pato na ako, I'm brain dead. So, ang pwede ko lang gawin was, mag-accept na lang ako ng kids para yung mga maliliit kong bata, merong kalaro. And at the same time, nag-tutor ako.
Right.
So
Okay.
I converted my house sa sa parang nursery or something. Hindi kailangan malaki yung income. It's just na merong kalaro yung mga bata. And at the same time, the moms were paying me just to play with my kids. And I speak English.
So would you say, Tita Sally, na at that point, parang may mini business ka na?
Yes, exactly. That was my first mini business.
May mini business ka na, diba? Out of just, so that your kids will have playmates. Galing.
Yeah.
Diba? So,
and then eventually, nag-level up ako. Medyo malaki-laki na. I told my husband, baka naman pwede na akong lumabas. Sabi niya, parang labas? Sabi ko, I can do insurance. Ang insurance naman, hindi naman full-time. So, okay lang yon. So, it's a part-time thing. So, I did insurance, pero okay naman pala yung kitaan sa insurance. Kasi, mali pa yung commissions before, So, I was promoted to a manager and then, et cetera, et cetera. So, I worked with Film Life for 15 years. And, yes.
And you were able to manage raising your kids while working for PhilAm for 15 years.
Yes, pero that was a great challenge because I had my youngest, si Michelle. I had her when I was, nagtitrain pa lang ako noon na mag-insurance. And that was one of my greatest challenge. Kasi pag gusto mo if you want something, may paraan. Pag ayaw mo, may dahilan ka. Sa mga training, I bring her, parang nakikita ko tuloy si Jenny. So I bring my daughter doon sa office para umattend ng training. Kahit 1 week pa yun, I bring a baby bottle and then the secretary is taking care of her. I have a blanket na doon siya naglalaro sa blanket and she just, andun lang siya.
Wow! Okay, wait, Tita Sally. Okay, before we get to the challenges portion, because we have a portion on that one, no? I reserve mo yung big challenge, right? But so it's amazing na at the beginning, your husband did not want you to work. Yun na nga, di ba? Gaya and explain ko, because women is parang predetermined to raise kids, to just raise kids. Parang that's it. But in your case, you found a way to have a mini business that started small and then now yun naging 15 years in PhilAm for insurance. And then after that, tsaka na pumasok si Usana. So that's really great. Now, I want to find out naman, Miss Susan, how about you? So were you also predisposed to be, you know, raise kids alone? Like that's it. That's all you're supposed to do?
Oh, no, no,
Or
no,
is
no, no.
different?
A little bit different. Because after graduation, nga, we went to the States. So I never actually worked here. From the time I graduated, we went to the States. And doon, talaga you both worked in order to have, because bills have to be paid. So we were both working. I was a corporate slave for a long time. For the entire time I was in the US, I was just working corporate. I never
Oh.
did business, so I was in corporate. And the reason we decided to come home, I was in HR. That was my job for a hospital in Newport Beach. The reason we really decided to come home was because we wanted to raise our kids here because it's very stressful in the US. The
Mhm.
reason there's a big gap between my oldest son, who is 24, and my 23, and my daughter, who's 18, 5 years, is because ang hirap eh. We only had each other. I didn't have help. My parents were away. They were in another state. So it was difficult. So yeah, so we decided that we wanted to come home. And when we got here, it was challenging because I was so used to the fast-paced pukpukan, the rat race. I was so used to that. So coming home, parang my identity was in this busy career woman, and it was very ano, difficult for me because I lost that part of me. Plus the stream of income, all of a sudden I didn't have any salary coming in. We were living off our savings. When we came home from the States, I didn't know if we were going to last here. So nag-aral ako. I went to school right away. And
Mm.
naisip ko, if ever we have to go back to the US, I do not want to work corporate. I don't. So ang ginawa ko, I went back to school and I took graduate education units, and then I took the let. So if ever I go back to the US, ano ba yung trabaho that when my kids are on vacation, I'm on vacation. When they're done with school, I'm done. Di ba, teacher? So
Yes.
so yeah,
Exactly.
so I really, yeah, I stumbled into teaching accidentally. So but when we came home, so I passed the let. I didn't work right away because I had kids, so I was just my dream was to be a stay-at-home mom, and I lived that dream for a good, maybe, I don't know, 6 years. And then when
Mhm.
grade 1 na yung youngest ko, grade 2, I realized na I can't not be doing anything. So
Mhm.
that's when, oh, teka muna, I do have this license. Let me apply for schools. So done. So I started to teach part-time. I would never work full-time. So part-time lang.
Mhm.
So I would teach collegiate level economics and accounting.
Mhm.
Yon. And then, yeah, and then Joy in a Bottle came, and I helped manage our business. We're into rental properties. So we
Mhm.
have a building and mga condominiums that we rent out. So that's basically what we do. So we actually went into retirement quite early. And
Mhm.
it's a challenge. There's a challenge to doing that. So you have to reinvent yourself, and that's what I've done over the years. And I think that's what has worked for me, just being able to
Mhm.
reinvent myself and be flexible. Yeah, and then find your niche. Like ako, in addition to my business, I manage the UP Varsity swim team, and that to me is more full time than anything else that I do. Especially that my kids now are older, that I'm more involved in that. So everything else
Mhm.
comes secondary to my obligation there, or yeah, my duties there. So there.
That is so beautiful how you you came back to the Philippines clueless, like, are you actually gonna last here, diba? And then now, managing the UP varsity swim team, like, did you imagine yourself to be doing that when you came back here?
No, no. I didn't know what I was gonna do. To be told, I had no clue because I was out. Kasi my mom is in the foreign service, so I left the
Mhm.
Philippines. I wasn't even born here. I first left the Philippines when I was grade 3 yata. And
Mhm.
then we went everywhere. So I was in Bangkok, in Australia. basta we went, the States, we were everywhere. But kasi anywhere we lived, hindi kami pwede mag-English sa house. So yung Tagalog ko, diretso. That was a cardinal, that was a rule in our house. So even my brother who left the Philippines when he was 2 years old, ang Tagalog niya sobrang diretso. It's just difficult for me to read kasi, hindi ko inaral or yung mga ganyan. Medyo hard for me. But, yun. So, yun ang buhay ko. That's my life. I don't know how I got
Yes.
to yeah. So I didn't know what I was gonna do. I really didn't know.
Yeah, and now that you have a business and you're managing a business, of course there are certain challenges that comes with it. So both of you, both Joy in a Bottle and Usana, has challenges that go with it. So with your current lifestyle now that your kids are grown up and then you have a business, would you say that you are able to manage your business better, or is it still challenging? Like in a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to balance your family life and your business life right now? Hihinga ng malalim. 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, 10. Okay, 10 being the most balanced, and then 1 being super imbalanced.
Well, ako, I would probably say, I keep the balance just right. Siguro nasa 5 ako, no? So it's not super work. It's also not super lazy, no? Kasi parang baliktad naman kami ni Miss Susan. She's already in the States, she came back. Ako naman, when I was after 15 years of working sa corporate din, sa Film Life, I studied nursing. I retired myself early, and then I studied nursing. So I graduated from nursing school ng 50 years old. Okay,
50!
kasi 50.
Wow! 50, okay.
So I took the board exams dito sa Pilipinas, one take, and I passed. And then sabi ko sa husband ko, I'll take the NCLEX. Daling ko na yung mga bata sa US. Alam ko naman, papasa ako and everything and all that. Sabi ko, doon na lang tayo sa US. So kinarga ko ng lahat ng mga bata ko, dala-dala ko ng lahat ng aking mga review and all this, and then I passed the boards, etc., etc. Kaya lang hindi ako ma-hire. Kasi dumating yung time na merong retrogression. So sabi ko, probably US is not for us, even if his whole family is in the US. My mom and my brothers and my sisters are in the US. So we have to come back.
Okay, so you had to come back.
We have to come back. So I really like to live in US. Pero siya, sabi niya, kaya naman natin dito sa Pilipinas. So he does not really want to live in the US. So magka-office kami. So again, with the love that you have for your family, syempre, you follow your husband kasi he's the head and you're the neck. Pero where the neck goes, the head follows. Anyway.
Baliktad din.
and so anyway, I have to follow him. So we came back. And I was already, ilang taon na ako noon? I was already 54, 55. Tapos sabi ko, ano naman gagawin ko? Nag-aral-aral pa ako and then parang waste of time. So, wala na. I just, wala na. Parang, retired na ako. I considered myself retired. No? They wanted me to go back sa insurance, pero ayoko na. Sabi ko, okay na ako. And then, when Usana was introduced to me, I studied it. Okay naman. Wala naman ako nakitang flaws. And then, sabi ko siguro, i-try ko na yung products and let me see kung okay maging business. Kaya sabi ko at first, 50-50 lang. Talagang hindi yung susugod ka doon. Kasi my husband is a good provider, no, for the family. Kasi na-overcome na namin yung maliit na budget when we were starting and raising our kids, no. So okay na kami financially and for our retirement. We have to for that. So sabi ko, parang 50-50 lang. Sige lang, okay. Pero maganda yung business no? So, why not coconut? So, ano pang gagawin?
And Tita Sally, parang nag-match yung pagiging nursing mo with the Usana. Like, it matched, parang nag-align siya. It really
exactly.
Amazing.
Kaya sa akin, 50-50. I am enjoying my retirement. I'm enjoying my husband. And I'm enjoying my business at the same time. And wala na ako masyadong iniintindi ng mga kids, no? So,
Ang sarap naman,
I really-
grabe. Yung mga young
Yes,
moms
please.
dyan, aabot din tayo sa retirement. Abot din tayo
Sige
dyan.
lang, basta as long as you raise your kids well, no? Kasi we raise our kids, no? Na hindi natin sila pinabayaan while they were growing. Andun tayo, full-time tayo sa kanila, no? I mean, you don't put all your mind and effort dun sa trabaho mo kasi no matter how big your income is, no matter how big the money you bring in the house, it's still the kids. Parang sa Bible din yan eh. Ano yung sabi ng Bible? See, who is the mom of this boy or ano, di ba? Yung sa generational ano sa Bible. His father is the blah, his mother is the blah, 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 blah. So yung sa generation. So, talagang parents din ang tinitingnan. Sino ba yung parents? Kahit sa family tree. No? If you have a very, very good family tree, then the children will become good fruits. Hindi naman mamumunga ang mangga ng lanzones. So, if you're a mango tree, then you will have good mango fruits.
Yan.
It's my
Okay.
kids.
Yes.
Because they are the reflection of us. Hindi, it's not the money. Parang yung money, it's ano lang eh, it becomes a on the side na you do it because para meron kang ginagawa. Para again, sabi ko nga, para hindi naman ako mabato. Kasi nakakabato talaga pag wala kang ginagawa. Sabi sayang yung brain ko. Anyway.
Okay. Thank you, Tita Sally. So how about you, Miss Susan? How balanced would you say is your family and business life?
It's balanced. That much I have to say because I know how to prioritize. So I know siguro it's the western side of me that I say no if I can't do something. 'Di ba ibang mga Pilipino, sige gagawin ko pero
Hindi kaya.
yeah. Kasi ako I'll say no. I have no problems cutting, just saying no if I can't. So siguro that works for me. Yung being forthright. Straightforward pala. But that's also worked against me because sometimes I tend to be yun na nga yung straightforward. Yun yung western side ko eh. Na that has been a challenge for me because people sometimes take me the wrong way because nga I say what's on my mind. Not all that. I don't say a lot because I'm pretty reserved. I'm kind of quiet for the most part. But when I say something, minsan people might. I'm very careful. I've learned to be careful because it was very hard when we first got here. It was really difficult. But I've learned to prioritize. So I think we strike a good balance. We've been home. My husband and I we've been managing our properties. Sa bahay lang kami forever. How many years have we been talagang 24/7, 'di ba?
Hindi ba kayo nagsasawa?
Hindi naman. Kaya nga I'm glad pag aalis siya or whatever. Sige, maglaro ka, mag-badminton ka muna. It's good because then you have that break from each other. And then yeah, I guess that's it. In terms of being able to prioritize, I know what's important to me. And for my family ko ano mas in terms of time management.
Okay. So with all of your years of experience being mothers, okay, what would you say is one of the biggest challenges that you've had, okay, in being a mother? Okay, it can be something in relation to you being a business owner as well, or maybe there's a separate challenge na talagang biggest challenge in raising your children. What would it be?
Ako siguro,
Yan, nag-iisip sila. Okay, go, Tita Sally.
yung biggest challenge ko siguro, yung kasi when we got married and we had our kids, no, talagang ayaw niya akong patrabahuhin. Doesn't really want me to work. So, siguro yun yung biggest challenge ko. Kasi, syempre, my husband was working sa Bureau of Mines and it's a government office. Alam niyo naman ang kung magkano sweldo ng nasa government, diba? Talagang it's not enough. And I already had 3 kids then and he was still with the government. Kaya sabi ko, please, ano ba yan? Parang ang hirap-hirap ng buhay. Tapos hindi ako nagtatrabaho. Dito lang ako sa, yun sa akin ang greatest challenge. Kaya lang, hindi naman kami lumaki na, na mayaman eh. So, well, I can dance with poverty. At saka ang poverty before is unlike the poverty today. Ngayon, pag poor ka, ang hirap maging poor ngayon. Unlike before, na pag poor ka before, na pagkakasya mo pa, at saka hindi masyadong halata. Alam mo ba yun? Hindi masyadong halata. Carry mo maging poor. Okay? So ako, siguro hindi naman, nasa poverty level kami kasi hindi lang talaga ng sweldo ng nasa government and corporate. And lumaki ako na parati kami merong katulong sa bahay. We were poor, pero marami kaming katulong. Kasi pinapaaral ng mami ko yung mga relatives nila and they in turn become our katulong sa bahay. No? So, kaya medyo maalwan din ako before and all I have to do was just study. So, ang ano ko lang, when I was raising my kids, pag wala akong katulong, hirap na hirap ako. So, I really need to have a help sa bahay.
Na-imagine ko yung opposite na answer ni Miss Susan kasi sa US siya. Sa US, walang help.
Walang help. Ako, pag biglang umalis ang katulong, I have to wash the clothes. Hindi ako sanay ng ganito mag-wash ako. I have to wash the clothes. Then, lahat sa'yo. Ikaw magluluto, tapos hindi naman masyadong marami yung budget mo. And that was really the challenge. Pero wala because it's the love. And I make the life enjoyable to my children. I create games out of nothing. No? I make clay out of flour. I bake cake. Tapos nag-aral ako nag-aral akong manahe, nag-aral akong mag-bake, nag-aral ako ng food preservation, any small stuff na pwede kong pag-aralan, nag-aaral ako nun. And I turn it into a little business here and there.
Yeah.
Maliban dun sa pag-tutor ko dun sa bahay.
Parang hindi talaga mapipigilan yung entrepreneurial spirit ni Tita Sally kahit nasabi ng asawa niya, sa bahay ka lang. Okay, very good, Tita Sally.
Kaya yung mga moms dun, yung mga moms, nako, there's a lot of things that you can do at home. A lot of things, kahit na maliliit na income lang. Ako, when I was baking cakes, I go to our neighborhood. Ako na mag-bake ng birthday cake ng anak mo. Para at least meron ako.
Yeah, a little something.
A little something for your family. And the kids enjoy it kasi I involve them in the activities.
Yeah. Yes. A bonding moment din yun.
Alright. I love your stories, Miss Sally.
Diba? Okay, Miss Susan, your turn. What would be your biggest challenge
Okay.
as you raise your children?
Well, obviously, my challenge
And
in
the
the States
business
was,
na din.
yung sa States, talagang wala kami, it was just the two of us. I remember there was a time may sakit yung si Billy, my oldest son, and I had nobody to leave him with. I had to get to work. So I would meet my father-in-law who lived on the other side of town. He was retired. I would meet him in the parking lot ng office ko, pass my son on to him, and then he stays with him the whole day. I work. Tapos pag uuwi na ako, he would bring him back to me at the office. So that's how it was. And for example, because I would bring my son to daycare. So yung pajama niya sa gabi, yun na yung ano niya sa daycare till the next day. So those were it was hard. To be honest, I believe ako sa mga nanay doon who were able to raise their kids and do all that. But it was hard for us. So we came home. Siyempre, hindi ako sanay sa maid, di ba? Nahihiya ako mang-utos. Tapos we had a driver. I would sit next to him sa harap. Sabi niya, ma'am, doon ka na lang sa likod, nakakailang eh. Siya yung ganun ba? The things I had to get used to kasi hindi nga ako sanay eh. Pero I think right now that the kids are older, well, the journey, kasi all my kids are athletes. So growing up, yung balancing our schedule, kasi they were at swimming competitions almost at least twice a month, ganyan. They train every day, sometimes 5, 4 in the morning. You know this, as swimmers, we have morning training, 5 in the morning, tapos meron pa sa hapon. So, syempre, if they wake up at 5, ako, I wake up at 4. So, that's my routine with them. And then there were times also na merong recital yung anak ko sa CCP, and then merong competition sa Rizal. Buti magkalapit lang. So I would really, I would go to Rizal, to the ballet. Amoy pawis ako because I'm coming from the swimming competition. So those are the challenges because we had a very busy schedule with them, with their extracurricular. But now that they're older, I think the challenge that I find is because we belong to different generations. So in communication, so I always try to see things from their perspective. So hindi ako yung I don't think I'm a dictator, mom. I try to see things from their perspective. And because I teach, I'm around the youth, a lot of young kids, and I also with a lot of swimmers in UP. So I kind of have a little bit of inside lane on how they think, on their language, even stuff like that. So I try to bridge that gap because if I cannot impose my values on them that are coming from a different generation. Otherwise, they will just put that wall up and not want to listen to me. So, but there's also we're not friends. I'm your parent, so meron din akong ganung line. But I really try to understand where they're coming from. And siguro in that way, magkaiba kami ng parenting style ng husband ko because he's more like makinig ka sa akin because tatay mo ko, ganun. Doon kami magkaiba ng konti. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I think those are the challenges lang naman that we have right now. And also because nga they see that we're very yung buhay namin very sedentary bang tawag dito, very it's very calm kasi nga ang income namin passive, our business are rental property. So they see that my husband can go play badminton when he wants. Ako, I do my oil na alam nila, nagpapakyut ako sa oil ko, yung mga ganyan, right? But I don't want to think that this is normal. Kasi baka sabihin nila ang tamad-tamad naman ng mga parents ko. So I have to tell them for us to get to where we are right now, it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, talagang katas ng
right.
yung may tamang word, katas ng, I forgot the word. Katas ng something. I forgot the But it
ano
really
yung katas ng Saudi, ganon. Katas
yeah, something like that. So it really took a lot. We wanted to come home, so we were investing. I think nakwento ko ba yun? Yung ang ginagawa namin before, when we had this mind uuwi kami, so we would buy condominium using whatever savings we had. We buy cash, pre-sale para mura, and then ganun ang buhay namin until we were able to invest. And mind you, I have to tell people, I'm not rich, I'm not swimming in cash. Malaking overhead namin. I am not at all. So I have to be, we just live very simple lang naman ang existence namin. And then because of the kids, their athletics, like my son, when he went to college, ang binabayaran ko lang 1,500 sa dorm every month. He was free. Tapos those are the things that you invest early on in their, and I didn't have that in mind then na mag-scholarship sila sa college. We wanted them to be athletes so that there will be a balance in their lives and they learn their life skills by being athletes. They learn how to accept defeat, how to be gracious in victory, how to be resilient, work hard, work in a team, etc. So yun. And yun pala, it would lead to something that would, they had scholarships going into college. So
it will lead to something that will make your pocket very happy.
Merong anak dyan ng mga bata pala, you start them young. Start them young.
Yes, para maging scholars din sila.
you find what they're interested in. You find that sport. My kids happen to be swimmers and took after my husband and I, but they did soccer, they did basketball, they did baseball, they did all that before they ended up. Even my daughter, who's a ballerina, she was a swimmer for the longest time before she chose to do ballet. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Grabe. Feeling ko si Miss Susan, pwede ko siyang maging guest for 1 whole hour siya lang. So much life stories, guys. This is a different take of Supreme TV. And, it's wonderful because you can hear true to life experiences. And I believe yan ang mas maganda talagang teacher natin. Okay, so I'm down to my 2 last set of questions for you guys. So one is, so parang 2-part siya. One is, what is your biggest regret? And then, what is your biggest achievement? Okay, so parang gawin natin siyang 2-part question. What would be your biggest regret? And then, syempre, kailangan we end with a positive note. What would you say is your biggest achievement as a mother? Yan, grabe. As a mother who is a businesswoman. Tita Sally?
Okay, probably yung biggest regret ko kasi di ba, we didn't start na we were not well off, no? When tayo kami ng husband ko sa public school nang galing, elementary and high school, and then he went to college din sa UP as a scholar. Ako din scholar din ako sa women's when I sa medical technology. So when we graduated, pareho kami walang pera. When we got married. And then, alit na sweldo, as a government, oh my God. And then we had kids. And then yung third child ko, I guess that is my biggest regret when I lost my third child. Kasi sabi ko, bakit? Is that because of poverty or something? Or because of our less belief in medicine? Kasi being Christians, talagang yung faith namin malakas no? Ako hindi ako masyado sa mga gamot, hindi ako masyado ganyan We believe na God will heal us. God is our healer or something. Kaya when my son got sick, hindi ko naman alam na ganun talagang I am a medtech, pero I never practiced it, no? Kasi I became a full-time mom. So when I lost my child, sabi ko, parang ang laki ng regret ko. Paano kung hindi ako nag-asawa ng maaga, nagdoktor ako or something, medically related, I could not have lost a child. So I lost my child sa cancer when he was 5 years old. And I cried a lot and it took time for me to recover. So that was my biggest regret. And then eventually, yung I lost my child and I did not finish my med school. I could have had kahit naigapang ko siguro yung med school, dapat naigapang ko yun. Kasi matyaga naman ako. Wala masyadong I fell in love. So, okay na yun. Pero siguro,
Ang gwapo kasi.
Oo nga. Siguro, my biggest achievement is, I stuck it out with my husband. Siguro yun. No matter how difficult life is from the beginning, talagang I believe in him na kaya niya kaming itawid. And when he eventually, when he was already in the private office, kung pa lang kami nagkaroon ng medyo naging maluwag yung buhay namin. Pero since we did not come from having so much money, what I did was talagang maipon ako. So when I went to Film Life, nasa insurance na ako, I am a believer of savings. Kasi I became a financial advisor. Kaya marami akong kahit na hindi ako bulagsak na mama, kahit na meron na akong income or I save, I put a little bit here, I put a little bit there, I put a little bit here, I put a little bit there. Kaya sabi ng husband ko, wala na namang naipon. Sabi ko, hindi, may naipon ako, huwag ka lang maingay dyan. Basta meron ako naipon. I guess that's a big achievement. Kasi that is that is, para I was thinking of retirement. Hindi ka naman forever and ever na magtatrabaho. Think of your retirement. So, meron kaming ipon na hindi niya alam na nag-iipon ako. Okay? And I guess another big achievement for me is I was able to raise my child na comfortable enough, yung mga children ko, comfortable enough to leave us. Like my eldest son, nasa stage siya, he's alone. Although kasama niya yung mom ko, at saka nakatira siya dun sa sister ko. Pero alam ko na comfortable ako na iwanan sila doon because I know I have raised them well. And when my youngest daughter eventually decided, Ma, gusto ko sa Australia. Siyempre, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na, hindi, eto na lang, gawin mo yung business ko. Or stick it out with what you learned, you graduated from college. Pero yun ang gusto nila. Sige, we will just support you. Pero I know that since I have raised them well, they're doing a good job. So, go. Soar your...
Go. Soar.
Soar.
Yes.
Again, achievement versus again regret. Kung biglang nagka-pandemic, ang sana magkakasama kami. I hope we are all together. I hope, yun nga, I hope. Kung hindi nga sana nagka-pandemic, I really want us to stay in one place. It's either here in the Philippines or kung saan man yun. Kasi kaming dalawa na lang ng husband ko. Bisita na lang kami sa kanila. Pero for you to be able to do that, you have to put a little bit of your income here and a little bit of your income there para pag dumating yung time na kailangan mo, meron kang magdudukot for your retirement. So we don't, we will never become independent of our children. Kahit na sabihin mo kami nagpaaral sa kanila, no, we don't become independent of them. Kami pa yung magbibigay, pero if they want to give us, thank you.
Why not? Yes. You sana all. All right. Thank you, Tita Sally. Okay, Miss Susan, your turn.
Ano
Biggest
yung regret ba
regret
muna? Biggest
and
regret?
biggest achievement. Yes.
I guess yung regret ko involves my kids kasi my siblings are all in the States. My husband's siblings are all in the States. So we uprooted them from that life, brought them here. Wala silang pinsan. Lumaki silang walang pinsan. And I think they sense that loneliness every now and then. We attend family gatherings, mga second cousins. Pero iba yung, syempre, iba yung anak ng kapatid, right? So I think that's the one regret. And it's not something I thought about when we were planning our life here in the Philippines. I didn't think that. Kasi ako mismo, I'm a child of the foreign service eh. So I grew up only with my siblings. Ako sanay ako na walang pinsan din. So, but now I see that my kids have missed out on that. So, and hopefully when they're older, I think they'll go back to the States, except for my son in med school kasi he's in UP, so he has to serve. He's gonna stay here, and he really wants to stay here. He wants to serve the country. So, but magkakahiwalay sila, and that for a mother, I'm sure you can relate, Miss Sally. That's a little bit painful to imagine na magkakahiwalay yung mga kapatid, mga anak mo. But they have their dreams, and I told my kids, you guys are U.S. citizens, but you don't have. It's not the U.S. That's the only place in the world you can find. You can find your place under the sun, wherever that might be. So so I think that's the one regret that I have with the decision that we made. Because sometimes I imagine, what if we had stayed on in the U.S. and not come home? What kind of life would we have had? So sometimes I think, but no regrets about coming home, because they are able to identify more as Filipinos than their passport lang yan eh. But in their heart, they're Filipinos. Yeah, their heart and soul is they're Filipino. So my son, he purposefully went to UP, and may contract sila, so as he'll be serving here. Yeah, actually there's a video that I'll share with the group na lang later on. There's a video that sa ABS-CBN that he said that he wants to serve. And yeah, so yon.
And your biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement, like with Miss Sally, chugging along in life with your husband, kasi ups and downs yan eh. Minsan gusto mo nang mahalin, minsan hindi. I'm being very polite, but you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, we all go through that. So you just chug along. You take the good with the bad. So that on its own is an achievement, I think. And although 24 years is nothing compared to your 42 years, Miss Sally, so we have a long way. I have a long way to catch up. But I think But siguro ang achievement ko is again my children. That they've adjusted well to life here. I'm very proud of them, each of them, for their achievements. They're good kids. They are in a they want to serve. They have that heart of service, which I see ngayon pa lang, yung mga sacrifices nila. Instead of buying a lunch for their allowance, they donate, yung mga ganyan, and they instigate sometimes, Mom, what are we gonna do, ganyan. So I'm very proud of that. Yun, I don't know if I should say this. No, I have to. I'm very proud of my son, who he's in med school. He actually graduated summa cum laude from UP. So that the road as a student athlete doing that was, my gosh,
not easy.
It's not easy, and I don't know how he did it, because ako as a swimmer, I was just sabit lang ko, gumraduate, happy na ako, and I don't know how he did it. Inaiyak tuloy ako because it was hard. It was really hard. I saw the sacrifices. I saw how hard it was for him, but because he had a dream. Kaya we have to support their dreams. So even if naiinis na ako na ganyan siya, na ang hirap niyang kausapin kasi he's always studying, yun ang dream niya eh. So yun,
Support tayo, support. Go,
support lang.
mommy.
But yeah, and I don't really talk much about his achievements because I don't want him to, parang I have two other kids and I have to be sensitive. And they've done, they have their strengths. My youngest boy is the organized one. He's the one who get things done, has a schedule, etc. My daughter is the leader. Siya yung mas vocal. My son is more like me, a background person, just observe and just work on behind the scenes. Yeah.
But work his ass off.
Yeah, pero he won't. Yeah, he's quiet lang siya. He's very quiet.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful achievements. My
Sorry,
gosh.
I got
This
emotional.
is really what we call confessions of a business owner. we love Supreme TV. So, as a last set of questions for both of you, what advice would you give to the mothers out there, especially the young mothers? Because like Tita Sally, 43 years married, diba? Miss Susan, 20, baliktad pala, 42 and 23, diba? 42 and
24
23, so
pala. 24.
24. So, my gosh, the other mothers out there, marami pa kaming bigas na kakainin. So, what would be your greatest advice that you can give? Isa lang, I'm sure there's lots, but just we could just pick one advice to all of the mothers out there. Go ahead, Tita Sally.
I just give to at least 2 or 3 advice. Maliliit lang naman eh, no?
Okay,
Number
sige.
1 is, if you're an unhappy mother, you can never raise a happy child. So you should be a happy mother. Always deposit happy thoughts to your child habang lumalaki sila. The happiness is their memory banks. No, habang lumalaki sila, let there be happy thoughts always. Okay, number 2 is you don't educate your child to be rich. You educate your children to be happy. So they will know the value of things and not the price. Kasi hindi naman kailangang maging milyonaryo ka to be happy. Kasi pag meron ka ng lahat, eventually in the end, magsasawa ka din and you might end up, baka mag-suicide ka kasi naranasan mo ng lahat. So you should be happy, you should be responsible. Marami tayong dapat ituro sa mga anak natin. Love your husbands. And ito yung sa Bible, sabi sa Bible. It's in Proverbs, actually it's in Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way that he should go, so that when he gets old, he will not depart from it. There is no such thing as a perfect parent. So you just be a real one. Magpakatotoo ka na. Follow what is in your heart. Follow kung ano yung gusto mong ibigay sa anak mo, pero huwag mo silang i-spoil. And let them be Christians. Let them know God. And let them know na you are following God. Kaya dapat, ang tingin din niya sa'yo is meron din silang God-fearing din sila. So that's just basically it. Love your husbands, moms. Love your husbands and love your kids. You will not regret it. Sila pa rin. It's still the family.
Thank you, Tita Sally. Such a beautiful advice. Okay, now, Miss Susan.
Pwede bang same as this as Tita Sally? Pwede. I agree with everything kay Tita Sally. But just to add, siguro number 1 is always pray for them. Kasi I always pray for them, no matter where they're going, whether I just always say a short prayer. God, protect them, because we can't when they're in your home, you can control the environment. But when they go out there, you just trust that you've raised them, given them the right values, and that they will be able to make the right decisions when they're out there and facing the real world. And then I believe that parents should know how to apologize to their kids when you've made a mistake. So yeah, because sometimes I know ibang parents, they don't know how to apologize to their kids. Yeah. So when you make a mistake, learn how to apologize. And one last thing is allow them to make mistakes now. Welcome mistakes. Welcome. As a dista akong nanay, when my kids get DQ'd in swimming, or they have a bad race, they lose. Actually, I'm thankful for those opportunities, because that's when their character is built. When they know how to accept the defeat, when they know how to rise from the disappointment. So you're there, you hug them. Pero in that way, I'm sadista na mom, because I'm happy that when they failed, because that now is the time for them to learn. Tsaka mahirap yung bata na lahat na achieve niya mataas, and then where's he gonna go from there? 'Di ba?
Right.
So
Yeah.
failure is a wonderful lesson. Um, yeah, that they can have a lot to learn from that. Yun lang.
Thank you so much. Wow, such wonderful advices. To all the moms out there, I hope that you guys were listening intently because these two wonderful women just shared amazing wisdom to everyone. So, thank you, Tita Sally. Thank you,
Thank
Miss
you.
Susan, for being our guest tonight. So, to all of our viewers, please remember to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. If you like this episode, click the notification bell as well. All right. So, and if you have any topics you want to discuss, or maybe your business is interested in connecting with other business owners, just like these two wonderful women here, of course, we invite you to join us every Wednesday morning via a Zoom meeting. Just send us a message and we'll be able to send you an invitation. All right. So,
Thank
again,
you.
my name is Janae, and thank you for watching Supreme TV Confessions of a Business Owner, where we like to keep things real so that your business can be supreme. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Bye, Miss
Happy
Sally. Bye,
Mother's
Miss
Day to
Janae.
all the
Good night.
moms.
Good night. Happy Mother's
Okay, good
Day.
night.